Welcome to Landria on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. I hope you can't tell that I was crying because I was watching a rerun of Little House on the Prairie. If you're American, you know what that is. It was a really good episode. It's about this little sick boy, and they get on this, the kids decide to get on this train and, bum it all the way to the West Coast so he could see the ocean before he dies. And I was crying. You know what? I just want you to know that, now you know who's really good at this? Anthony Robbins. He built an entire career on helping people envision something that's so real in their head that their brain and everything in their body believes it. So I know that these are actors, and I know that little boy isn't dying, and that, that little Laura and her brother and, Dad didn't really go on this train to the West Coast to see the ocean before he, died. I know this, but the reaction of my body and my feelings and my emotions were as though it was real. And these are people, if it was real, I didn't even know, right? And I know it's not real. This is the power of envisioning things, of seeing things that you desire. Now, so I wanted to share with you, I just came back from a run, and I was doing my run, and I got off on things that I have to do, of course, because I have I'm a pretty busy person. And this butterfly came down and boom, like whoop, and went off and brought me back into reality, brought me back into the present moment. I want to talk about this, about everything that's going on in your mind is real. When you're projecting things you have to do, and you're creating stuff that isn't happening or worrying about things, it is real to you. You're actually creating it, because we know that I get into quantum physics. We know that when we focus on something, it changes the structure, and it actually starts to manifest into the real world, the not so real world that we experience here on Earth. That little butterfly went bing, be in the present moment. And I went boom, okay, wow, I'm supposed to be out here running in the beautiful, Georgia, woods and all this stuff, so that I can relax and connect to that. And sometimes we get so caught up that our mind and our brain goes off to these other things. Now, the things that I was thinking of were all very positive, but the whole purpose of me going for the run was to clear my mind. Do you ever do this? You go off on a walk, and you're just got the brain going. It's all creating, it's all real. It's just as real to me as, little Laura's friend who got to the West Coast and died. He saw the ocean, though, before he died. All of this is real, and I want you to really grasp that all these thoughts and where your attention lies is manifesting at all times. You don't focus and manifest, you're manifesting. You're always focused on something, whether it's the present moment, the future, worry, or whatever. It's all real. And Anthony Robbins was brilliant at really showing people that envisioned shooting a perfect basket, hoop, for NBA players who he did some personal coaching with, were just as effective as those who actually were on the basketball court throwing those shots. They ran it through their head, whoosh, and they felt it. They heard it. They heard that swoosh when it goes through the net. It doesn't even hit the rim, right? They were just as effective in improving their shots as the people who physically did it. This is the power you're holding in your brain here. It's really your mind. Your brain's just the matter that processes everything, but your mind that's actually creating all of that. So there's power in being the present moment too. So when I brought myself back in to the present moment, I realized that every single thought is manifesting and that I needed to be in that present moment to allow myself to open up to everything. And so I pulled back in and said, okay, there's power in that. There's power of being here in this moment and not really thinking about anything and being scattered, because that's why meditation's so important. You're not scattered in your thoughts. You don't have chaotic things going on all the time. I have to, think about this thing I have to write, and I have to shoot that video. I have to edit that, and blah, blah, blah. Not really. We think we're being productive. We're not. So set aside, if you're going to be thinking about that stuff, set aside maybe a meditation specifically for work ideas and call upon it. Get a notebook and write that stuff down. When you go on the walk, go on the walk. If you really can't clear out your mind, have a little recorder or your iPhone or a phone of any kind and say the idea or whatever and shut it down so that you don't worry the whole time about forgetting it. So that you clear that space out, because when you open up that space, you are allowing more ideas to come in. You're connecting to the collective consciousness, and you can call upon it for just clarity and peace. We want to focus on that too. So again, everything you expose yourself, that's why I said these commercials, everything is a thought. It's real to you. These are actors eating those burgers and pizza and all, and that's not a real doctor that tells you you need to take a certain drug for certain things. I truly believe, and trust me, I'm not here to give any medical advice of any kind. I truly believe that most of the illnesses are not real. I won't even go there. I think half of the illnesses that people go into the hospitals for are not real. They're being told they have certain illnesses, and I don't think they do. I really don't. So that's here nor there, but that still is the power of the mind, and we know we can heal ourselves. It's been proven. We know this. It can happen. We go to other people for miracles when we actually have the miracle is in you. You have the miracle ability to change anything. You can do a miracle right now. Right? You can actually perform a miracle right now through your thoughts. You can really do it, but you have to believe. You have to feel the same way I did when little Laura, what's her name? Little House on the Prairie, was on the train getting this sick boy to the beach to see the ocean. You have to believe it. Even if you know it's not real, the believing and the emotions that are involved in that will create. And that's how you can heal yourself. That's how you see the job. You're feeling the job. You're seeing it. You run that movie in your mind. You're creating the miracle. And it's possible. It's all possible. But then if you're not believing that, then you're creating that too. So when you go on the walk, be in the present moment, really enjoy it, connect with the nature. That's so powerful. When you go to do the work, focus on the work, not what it's going to get you or worrying about what's going to happen. Focus on the task at hand, and that power comes in, that miracle comes in to help you finish the work, that gives you the answers, that gives you the extra energy to finish the task. I was exhausted. I was like, geez, maybe I should lay down. And then I got this extra power. I asked for it. I was like, come on, guys, you can help me out with this. I need a little boost. And I sat down on my computer and boom. That's really the power you wield. And people were like thinking that I have something different. No, I just remove the blocks. That's all I'm doing. So when you see things and you're feeling it, when you're moved to emotions, you are believing it at that moment as if it's real, even when you know it's not. And that's the power of the envisioning things, even though you know it hasn't happened, and you may even doubt it's going to happen. But when you go into that space and you see it happening, it invokes those emotions. It creates the miracle. At some point, we won't even use that word anymore, miracle, because we know that if a thought is always creating, a thought's creating, It always is everything. What are you thinking right now? And when do you allow yourself to clear the clutter that's not creating or manifesting anything positive, to shut it down, to be in the moment, to get your little butterfly to go, bing, pay attention. Oh, oops, here I am, I'm back, yay. And then be in that moment. There's power in all of it. So the more you worry about your future, the more you're creating that. You hold unbelievable power. How many times can I say this, my friend? You've got it. Wake up. All right. So you are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.